But yeah, I'm like you. That's probably why I don't really even care that much. Even like if Book Expo comes out again, I like Book Expo for the experience. I could care less about the books anymore. I will be very selective.
And the messed up thing is, I thought we were being selective last time, but how many books we mailed home? That was absurd.
Yeah.
It was absurd.
Yeah. And I know, like, with Alicia, her system, and I get that. But if I go this time, it would probably, I think if I go to Book Expo within the next year or two, because I probably won't go this year.
I thought they were closed. I thought that was over.
Okay. I wasn't sure.
Okay.
But any kind of book event, like if they're doing a lot of, how with that same kind of format, I'm going to probably be, just because it's a free book, I'm going to be very, very selective. And I think I'm going to enjoy the experience more than, the books. Go through that agenda, really stick to that agenda. If I see people, like bookish friends that I've met only online, that I've only known online, I'm going to make it more about getting to know, right? Because what the pandemic freaking told us, life is short. Enjoy, be present, be in the moment, and get to know people. So and in those places, you're just like running from here to, hell, get that book.
Get that book. Oh, they're doing a drop at 1:30. Oh, they're doing a drop at 2:15. Get in that line. I'll get you one of this line. It was like a fiasco.
Yeah. Unless I really, really want it, or I really want to see that author. Because sometimes, you just might even just want to take a quick picture with the author or whatever, get it signed or something. But other than that, I think it's going to be more about the experience for me.
I'm 100% on the same level as you. Because I remember before, I had a couple of favorite authors I was really trying to see. It was like not even like that, all of that after I met them.
Yeah.
And then the book that I got, I didn't even like. Like, what happened? I was such a fan of this trilogy. It was great. And now this book is bad. Like, I didn't even like it. Like, that happened to me a couple times. I got these new books and I was like, yay.
Yeah. I know. And then you're just like, totally different. Yeah.
Like,
but I think I would have
from the library.
Exactly. All that time and that's the other thing. It's like, once you get there and you're in those lines, I can't get that time back.
No.
And I mean, granted, we had some fun conversations and saw some crazy stuff at some of those things are just memorable. But I just think, like, that time I spent in the line, I could have spent hanging out with, somebody, like I met Jamise there. That was my first time getting to know Jamise from Diverse Finds. And I met you at one before, but other people that I could have spent some time, or we could have spent touring the damn city.
Yeah we could have spent more time doing that.
We had some good time. That above that mile walk we did,
that was fun,
man. And the underground marketplace
shopping, that was nice.
Yeah.
So I will go again, but I will go more for the social aspect in the books.
Yep.
And let the teens have them, because the teens be going berserk. Y'all don't have no money. You go ahead and get the books. Your parents aren't spending hundreds of dollars on books every month.
Yep.
Hell, I'm an adult and I don't spend $100 on books every month.
No.
So, no.
No, not with all these free library apps. No, I'm not spending that kind of money.
Honestly, I think that's why Book Expo canceled, because after the first year of the pandemic, people realized, wow, we really can't just mail stuff to people. We can do these whole campaigns without taking a step into a conference center.
And what, their budgets they probably were happy with those budgets.
Oh yeah, those budgets shrank, because guess what? You're not buying big, booths. Show booths are expensive.
Yep. Banners.
If you're refreshing your booths, you're getting banners. You're bringing hundreds of copies of books each per author, per edition. Whatever you're giving away, hundreds of copies.
Yep. Are those galleys? Yep.
Yeah. all in
and then
print.
the man hours. Yeah, and then the man hours.
Oh yeah, the
So,
hours. Like, I don't know if you've ever done this, but I used to work for a company where I did shows. I was at like shows for in the automotive field. You would spend hours. You come in early the day before, 2 days before the actual show. You put up this booth with your coworkers. That is actually, you're sweating and lifting shit. And if you're lucky, your company hires someone to just build the booth for you. If you have a cheap company, you're gonna build the booth.
Wow.
Yeah, they deliver everything to your block of where your space is, and you come and set your booth up. And even if they set up the hardware, you're still lugging brochures or whatever else you have to get. You're working. And I'm like, it's not fun. So I bet you all those employees were so freaking happy they didn't have to do that show.
Yeah, because I just think about too, like a lot of those that's dragging around that little rolly cart, women in heels, because they're not wearing gym, because they're looking, dapper, shoes, suit, blah, blah, blah.
Yeah.
I know one thing too, that the pandemic showed that, you can still be productive in a suit and some comfortable shoes.
Yes.
You do not need, So I do enjoy that.
Yeah. I mean, because even that other, the Avon KissCon, I don't see any indication that they're coming back anytime soon.
Yeah, I know. I missed that. That was so fun.
Yeah.
It was a smaller venue, but it was, it was a fun event. So
it was, but I think they're done. I mean, I'm not hearing a murmur.
Nope. None. Not even, because at one time they had the group on Facebook and blah, 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 and they throw little nuggets and hints about, we're going to, because at one time they were doing it, every city, like every month or two?
Yeah. They were like going hard with that KissCon stuff and they just dropped it.
Yeah.